Good morning to one and all. In second session, we have discussed rectilinear propagation of light by using wave theory, how we can prove the phenomena of light traveling in straight line by using the Huygens wave theory. Now, another very important topic, zone plate. If you see the previous question papers, so many questions are asked on this topic. Zone plate, explain the construction and working of zone plate and also comparison of zone plate with convex lens. Very important topics. What is a zone plate? Zone plate is a special diffracting screen which allows light only through alternate or period zones. See here, it is a special diffracting screen which allows light only through alternate or period zones. This is important point. Alternate or period zones. First, let us see how we can construct a zone plate. A number of concentric circles with radii proportional to square root of natural numbers are drawn on a sheet of white paper. See here, concentric circles with radii proportional to square root of natural numbers. Already we know that in case of period zones, the radii is proportional to square root of natural numbers such that we have to draw concentric circles on a sheet of white paper. The alternate zones are painted black. Alternate zones are painted black. Then a reduced photograph of this is taken on a glass plate of uniform thickness. A photograph of this is taken on a glass plate of uniform thickness. The resulting negative of the photograph is called zone plate. This is the construction of zone plate. We have to take a reduced photograph of this on a glass plate of uniform thickness. This resulting negative of the photograph is called zone plate. In the negative, the zones which are painted black in the original drawing appears transparent and others appears black or opaque. See here, in the original drawing, the zones which are painted black appears white, appears transparent in the negative of the photograph, and the zones which are already transparent white in the original sheet, they appear opaque or black in the negative of the photograph. The transparent part allows light to pass through it and opaque part do not allow light to pass through it. Transparent part allows light whereas opaque part does not allow light to pass through it. That's why we say that it is a special diffracting screen which allows light only through alternate or period zones. There are two type of zone plates. Here we can see here there are two type of zone plates. When the central zone is transparent, see here in the central zone is transparent, then it is called positive zone plate. This is called positive zone plate. In this case, see in this diagram, we can see that when the central zone is transparent, then all the odd number of zones are transparent. It allows light to pass through it, whereas even number of zones, that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, etc. Even number of zones are opaque. They do not allow light to pass through it. That is why we say that it is a special type of diffracting screen which allows light only through alternate or period zones. See here, it allows light only through the odd number of zones in case of positive zone plate. If it is asked for distinguish between positive zone plate and negative zone plate, you have to mention these points. In case of negative zone plate, when the central zone is opaque, here central zone is opaque, then it is called negative zone plate. In this case, odd number of zones are opaque. They do not allow light to pass through it. Whereas even number of zones, we even see it, second one, fourth one, sixth one, eighth one, tenth one, they are transparent. That means they allow light to pass through it. Alternate zones allows light to pass through it. Such a zone plate is called negative zone plate. I hope now you can write how we can distinguish a positive zone plate and a negative zone plate. Once again, I will repeat here. If the central zone is opaque, then it is called positive zone plate. In this case, odd number of zones. Here, odd number of zones allows light to pass through it, whereas even number of zones are opaque. They do not allow light to pass through it. In case of negative zone plate, central zone is opaque. Here, odd number of zones are opaque. They do not allow light to pass through it. Whereas, even number of zones are transparent. They allow light to pass through it. Very important topic, theory of zone plate, that is how a zone plate works. Here xy represent the section of zone plate perpendicular to the plane of the paper. This is xy. X is not printed here. You have to write x here. Xy is the which is shown in the dotted line. It represents the section of the zone plate placed perpendicular to plane of the paper. S is a point source of monochromatic light emitting light waves of wavelength lambda, and it is at a distance a, small letter a, from the center O of the zone plate. We have considered a point P at a distance b from the zone plate. Let R1, R2, R3, etc. Rn be the radii of first, second, third, etc. nth of period zones respectively. We have taken R1, R2, R3, etc. Rn as the radii of the first, second, third of period zones respectively. The position of the screen is adjusted such that the position, that is the value of B, is adjusted such that from one zone to the next zone there is an increasing path difference of lambda by 2, because already we know that the path difference between the consecutive zones is lambda by 2, or phase difference between consecutive zones is pi radian. Therefore, you have to adjust the position of the screen such that the path difference between the consecutive zones is lambda by 2. Now, from the figure, we know that SO plus OP is equal to A plus B, because between S and O the distance is A and between O and P the distance is B. Therefore, SO plus OP is equal to A plus B, and SM1 square SM1 square is equal to, by using Pythagoras theorem, we can write square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. Therefore, SM1 square is equal to SO square plus OM1 square. That is, say SM1 plus M1P. If SO plus OP is equal to A plus B, then SM1 plus M1P is equal to A plus B plus lambda by 2. Why we have added lambda by 2? Because we know that the path difference between the consecutive zones is lambda by 2. For every zone, every consecutive zone, there is an increasing path difference of lambda by 2. That is why we have added lambda by 2 compared to SP. Therefore, SM1 plus M1P is equal to A plus B plus lambda by 2. By using Pythagoras theorem, SM1 square can be written as SO square plus OM1 square, that is A square plus R1 square. Is it not? We call this equation as 1. SM1 plus M1P is equal to A plus B plus lambda by 2. From this equation, SM1 is equal to square root of A square plus R1 square. Similarly, M1P whole square is equal to, by using Pythagoras theorem, M1P whole square is equal to OP square plus OM1 square. OP square plus OM1 square. That is B square, this is OP is B, and R1 square. Therefore, M1P is equal to square root of B square plus R1 square. Substituting for M1P and SM1 in equation 1, we get square root of A square plus R1 square plus square root of B square plus R1 square is equal to A plus B plus lambda by 2. If we take A square as common from the root, then A we will get A. That is, if we take A as common, then 1 plus R1 square by A square whole to the power of half plus B. If we take B as common, then B into 1 plus R1 square by B square whole to the power of half is equal to A plus B plus lambda by 2. By using binomial theorem and neglecting higher order terms, when we neglect higher order terms, then we can write 1 plus x whole to the power of n as approximately 1 plus n into x. See here, 1 plus x whole to the power of n is approximately 1 plus n into x. That is, n is multiplied with x. By using that, we can write 1 plus r1 square a square whole to the power of half. So here 1 plus x whole to the power of n is approximately 1 plus n into x. Therefore 1 plus 1 by 2 into r1 square by a square. Is it not? Similarly 1 plus r1 square by b square whole to the power of half is approximately equal to 1 plus r1 square by 2b square. If you substitute this in equation 2, then we can write a into this expression becomes 1 plus r1 square by 2a square plus b into 1 plus r1 square by 2b square is equal to a plus b plus lambda by 2. Simplifying this expression, remove the bracket a plus r1 square by 2a plus b plus r1 square by 2b, bb get cancelled is equal to a plus b plus lambda by 2. A on LHS and RHS get cancelled. Similarly, B on LHS and RHS get cancelled. Take R1 square by 2 as common. If we take R1 square by 2, then it is 1 by A plus 1 by B is equal to lambda by 2. 2 get cancelled. For nth zone, we can write Rn square. Instead of R1, you have to write Rn for nth zone. 1 by A plus 1 by B is equal to, for nth zone, it is n lambda instead of lambda. Therefore, 1 by a plus 1 by b is equal to n lambda by Rn square. See here, a is object distance, b is image distance. Comparing this expression with the lens, convex lens for a real image, we have the formula for real image in case of convex lens, that is 1 by u plus 1 by v is equal to 1 by f. Lens formula 1 by u plus 1 by v, where u is object distance, v is image distance and f is focal length. By comparing this equation 3 with this one, you can write 1 by f is equal to n lambda by rn square, or fn is equal to rn square by n lambda. Expression for focal length of a zone plate. Very important question. Most uh, interesting topic, is it not? Here, this is the expression for focal length of a zone plate. N is an integer which can take the values 1 to 3. From this, we can see that zone plate behaves like a convex lens having multiple focal lengths. This is very important point. Multiple focal lengths. For n is equal to 1, we can write f1 as r1 square by lambda. For n is equal to 2, f2 as r2 square by 2 lambda, and so on. Thus, a zone plate behaves as a convex lens having a number of focal lengths f1, f2, f3, etc. for a particular wavelength lambda. In case of convex lens, you will get only one focal length for one wavelength. But here, for one wavelength, you will get multiple focal lengths. Now, this explains the working of zone plate. Give the construction and working of zone plate, or what is a zone plate. Explain the working of zone plate. You have to explain this theory for working of zone plate. Now, another very simple and important topic: how we can compare a zone plate and convex lens. Here, for a convex lens, focal length is given by 1 upon u plus 1 upon v is equal to 1 upon f. Whereas in case of a zone plate, the expression for focal length is 1 by a plus 1 by b is equal to n lambda by rn square. Comparison. And for a given wavelength, lens have a single focal length. We have the expression for focal length, that is Lensmaker's formula. 1 by f is equal to n minus 1 into 1 upon r1 plus 1 upon r2. Important relation for focal length of a convex lens. In case of zone plate, for a given wavelength, the focal length is given by fn is equal to rn square by n lambda, and it possesses number of focal length, multiple focal lengths for a single wavelength in case of zone plate. In case of lens, focal length is directly proportional to wavelength. Higher the wavelength, more will be the focal length. That's why when we compare violet and red color, focal length is more for red color in case of convex lens. Here, in case of zone plate, focal length is inversely proportional to wavelength. That means higher the wavelength, lesser will be the focal length. That's why focal length is maximum for violet color compared to red color in case of zone plate. For a fixed distance of the object, the lens produces only one image. Here, convex lens produces only one image for a given object. Only one image. Whereas in case of zone plate, for a fixed distance of the object, the zone plate produces number of images. Here, one for one object, only one image is produced, whereas in case of zone plate, several images are produced. The intensity of image is high. In case of convex lens, intensity of image will be more because a single image is produced, intensity will be more. Whereas in case of a zone plate, since several images are produced, intensity of image is low. It is less, and all the rays reaching the image of same optical path in case of lens. In case of lens, all the rays producing the image have optical path, same optical path, whereas in case of zone plate, the path difference of lambda by 2 between rays of consecutive zones producing the image. Already we know that in case of zone plate, there exists a path difference of lambda by 2 between the consecutive zones. These are how we can compare a zone plate and a convex lens. This is also important concept. It may be asked for 3 or 4 marks. Distinguish between a zone plate and convex lens, and working of zone plate is very important topic. Okay, now I will stop this session, and next session I will continue, that is cylindrical wavefront, how we can discuss cylindrical wavefront or off period strips. Okay, thank you.